It will bring up third down and about a foot, looks like, from here, but let's wait and see. They may want to measure, and now they say no, it's short. They're not going to measure it. It's third down and less than a yard to go. They put it at the 41-yard line. Actually, they got to go to the 40 to get first down, so call it third and a yard.
Jarvis Smith not in the lineup. He is on the sideline for SoddyDaisy.
Smith's taking some big hits early in the half. But right now, Billingsley is better, and they give it to the second man, and here goes the first down run as he crosses the 45 over the 44 down to the 42-yard line, and carrying the mail is 42 Chris Stoker on the carry, and the first time I think we've seen him carry the ball tonight.
They have gone to the I formation here a couple of times. Stoker jumps back there at the tailback spot, 268 yards on the season, 68 carries for Chris Stoker.
All right, they've come out here and tried to take the momentum here in the second half. Lebanon's got a 16-0 lead, but there's a long way to go in this football game yet. Williams hands off to his second man. He runs into a wall after he gains a couple of yards, may get inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Stoker again on the carry. And these Stoker's getting some good blocking up front. Lucas is in there to make the stop for the Blue Devils along with Tim Kelly.
SoddyDaisy with some good size up front. A 265-pound tackle. The guards go 220 and 190. The center's a small guy at 180 and a 230-pound tackle. So Soddy certainly with some beef up front for this running game.
Maybe that's what they're going to do, try to go to work on the Blue Devils with a run here in the second half. They haven't put it in the air so far in the second half. Williams under center. Now goes back to throw. Looks, fires long. He's got a man wide open, and he's caught and dropped at the 26-yard line. First down as they throw it to Peak. Anthony Peak got behind Lehue over there. Lehue went for the interception. It was a little too high for him and right into the arms of Peak. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the Lebanon 27-yard line.
John, it looked like Lehue, as he turned to come back for the football, may have slipped just a little bit on the wet ground.
He did, Tommy. He just didn't get a good jumping position, a jump start off the turf, and slipped down and missed batting the ball down. 1st and 10, Soddy.
Deepest side has been in Lebanon territory all night. They're at the 27-yard line. Williams sets him down. Williams pitches back to Billingsley, and he gets hit at the 25. He may have not made the 25, but they may give him that much and will. They'll give him the 25-yard line, a 2-yard gain, a short 2. And Billingsley on the carry. It will bring up second down and 8 at the Lebanon 25-yard line. Clock running, 8:40 to play in the third period. Lebanon still leading 16-0.
Kenneth Nelson at the nose for Lebanon. Clemens and Alls are your defensive tackles. Gannon and Elliott Carson at your defensive ends.
All right, here's Soddy on the count. They give it to the fullback Stoker. Stoker still running hard, gets a couple of yards, maybe 3, down to about the 22-yard line. Alls is in there, Lucas is in there, and Kelly is in there along with Clemens on the stop for the Blue Devils. It will bring up third down and, well, almost 3rd and 6.
That starting backfield for Soddy not in the football game. Lydell Blue and Jarvis Smith, the two starting backs, still on the sideline and not anywhere near the coaches right now. Don't look like they're going to get in on this series.
They didn't get it done the first half, so evidently they put in some new horses. Williams on the count. Man in motion coming to the near side, and they give it to the motion man, and the Blue Devils are there to stuff him. No gain. Matter of fact, they may have lost. Tim Kelly is there. Clemens was there. Tressler was up on the play, and a couple more white shirts. Gannon always around the football, and Lebanon stuffs it for a yard loss. It's at the 22, and it'll be 4th down and 5.
They came with the tackle trap, the inside slice trap, and Lebanon, the linebackers did a good job of filling when they saw the double down. The field goal unit into the football game for Soddy. You've got to be weary of a fake. Jones will hold it, and Gibson will attempt it, John Bryan.
Thank you, Tommy. Once again, Gibson in to attempt the point after the field goal. He's a good kicker, but this one's may have been blocked. It's way wide left, so it falls no good. Lebanon takes the momentum back with 6 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. This sideline report is brought to you by Ron's Family Hair Design. Walk-ins welcome at Ron's Family Hair Design across from Save-A-Lot in Lebanon.
All right, we'll be back, and, well, let's keep it right here because Lebanon's ready to go. Blue Devils out of the huddle and up to the line. 1st and 10 from their own 20. C goes wide left. Zachary comes wide right. Lebanon moving from your left to right as you listen in. Pitt, the quarterback underneath, going to give it to Stafford. Stafford slides outside. Loose football. And I believe Soddy has it at the 25. They do.
SoddyDaisy, defensive end, made the recovery. That's Sean Varaday. Sean Varaday with the recovery. Stafford looked like he had the football momentarily. Contact was made with him, and he coughed it up. So Soddy back in business now at the Lebanon High School 25-yard line.
And Stafford almost got that back. He was clawing for it, but Soddy had that defensive end fall on it. 1st and 10. Lebanon. 6:40 to play in the 3rd period. Soddy sets him down. Williams is back to throw. Looks. He's firing for Peak. Over the middle. And dropped. What a hit put on. And that is Pitt. Along with Lucas was back there, the linebacker. They were going for the tight end, Elliott. And Elliott comes back a little bit slow. They really put a pop on Elliott.
They looked for Elliott right up the seam, and Lucas got a great drop. Goes back into the curl zone and the hook zone. He's there to make contact. And Damon Pitt jumped right on his back. So 2nd down and 10 as Soddy tries to go for the big play on 1st down after the turnover.
2nd and 10. Here comes Soddy. They split Jason wide right. Lehue is out there on the coverage. Williams will call. They're moving from your right to left. And the handoff to the first man through, and he's going to plow down near the 20. May have been stopped at the 21 after a 2 or 3 yard gain. Not a lot up the middle. Clemens getting up off the bottom of the pile, but there's a lot of white shirts in there.
I want to remind you to stay tuned tonight after the football game at 10 o'clock. The FM 99 scoreboard show will be on the air for an hour, bringing you all the scores from around the state of Tennessee on tonight's 1st round playoff action. Timeout will be taken by SoddyDaisy. 6:06 to go in the 3rd. Lebanon.
Hi, I'm Jim Montgomery, a varsity football cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We're here with Ted Alls, the Fakes and Hooker, to thank them for their support in presenting this Blue Devil souvenir.
On behalf of Fakes and Hooker and its employees, we'd like to take this opportunity to wish Coach Bob Dillard, his coaching staff, and his players at Lebanon High School a very prosperous year.
Go Devils!
Okay, sorry about that. Didn't hear you guys. Here they come. 3rd down, 7 at the Lebanon 22. Soddy with right split to the left. And Williams is back to throw. They fire for right. Intercepted by Lebanon at the 12-yard line. Damon Pitt picks it off. And the Blue Devils have dodged a big bullet right there. And boy, was that a big play by the defense. Tommy, you give up the fumble at the 25, and you get it back at the 11 on an interception.
That football was badly underthrown. They were trying to hit Jones up the sideline, and Williams had plenty of time, just lobs it. Apparently some kind of miscommunication on the route because Pitt was wide open, and he hit Pitt right in the arms for the interception.
So the Blue Devils will start at their own 11, but the clock is Lebanon's ally right now. Pitt going to give it to Stafford. Stafford got a hold up the middle, 20, 25, and Stafford dropped at the 25 after a gain of about, 12, 13 yards. 1st and 10 Blue Devils. They put the nose of the football at the Lebanon 25-yard line as Stafford just blew right straight up the middle.
And I like the call by Bob Dillard, the head coach. Gives the football right back to his senior tailback. The kid had dropped the football earlier. We dodged the bullet, and they show confidence in him, and he reels off 1st down yardage.
And I like Stafford as a running back, and you've known that all day long. Pitt on the call. Lebanon now splits Carson out wide to the right. And they give it to Stafford, and he heads for the far side, and he's not going to be able to make the corner this time, and they drag him down at the 25-yard line. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage, may have lost a half yard on the play. Clock running, 3rd period, 5:16 to play in the 3rd period. Lebanon clinging to a 16-0 lead, and the Blue Devil defense has just pulled 2 mighty coups here in the 3rd period.
Lebanon wants to play ball control now and try to move the sticks, keep that clock running with the running game. 5 minutes to go in the 3rd period and a 16-point lead.
2nd down and 10, Lebanon. They've got to go to the 35. The ball is just shy of the Lebanon 25. Pitt will make the call. They shoot that linebacker, and they fire it out there to Carson. He's got it. 1st down, Lebanon 40, 45, 46-yard line. Carson, as they wheel it out there to the big end, who wheels it up to the 46-yard line. 1st down, Lebanon.
Lebanon catches them in the blitz. We kept both backs in to block. Pitt gets plenty of time to throw and flips it up the sideline to Elliott Carson on the rail route. Terry, good numbers on the catch.
Tommy, just like you draw it up on the playbook, you catch them in the blitz. We throw it to Carson. He's good for 22. First down for Lebanon on their own 46.
Carson, this has been Carson's night. Lebanon now with 4 receivers out. And Alls is the tailback, the only back. And they give it to Alls, and the big fullback barrels up the middle, runs over a man at the 50 and gets about 6 yards down over the 49 to the 48-yard line.
Oh, man, we got to figure out a name for this offense because it's big. They go with 4 wide receivers and a 265-pound fullback in Ryan Alls, maybe the elephant backfield.
Talk about smash mouth football. That's smash mouth football when you're trying to tackle Alls coming up the middle. Lebanon again, 4 wide outs and Alls the lone setback. Pitt on the call. They shoot the linebacker and they give it to Alls again, and he moves the pile, makes the 45, a gain of about 3, and it will bring up a 3rd down and 1 situation.
Well, once again, the good line surge by Lebanon, and Ryan Alls just hit it right up in the middle. John Bryan, the offensive line, doing a good job of taking the fight to SoddyDaisy.
Right you are, Tommy, and Ryan's doing a good job of running that ball hard, hitting a hole quick from his fullback position. You know, he's a big guy, but he's still quick and agile. So he's getting the ball and running it right up center's left hip for the big yards.
3rd down and 1. Ball at the Soddy 45. Lebanon with a 16-0 lead. 3rd quarter drawing to a close, and they give it to the tailback, and I think that's Stafford, and he's got the first down by 3 yards as he shoots over the 44, down over the 43. Near the 42-yard line goes Stafford. They'll mark it at the 43, but it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Don't be surprised if we stay in this offense some, as long as we've got the lead, because you've got the lead, you've got the clock running. Gannon comes in, out of the football game, goes Ryan Alls, going to get a little bit of a rest, and we're going back into the power I offense. Once again, Gannon is the A-back.
Soddy came out after halftime and had the momentum with them, but Lebanon's defense has taken it away, and now the offense takes over. And here goes Reeves on a fullback carry, diving over the 40, maybe the 38-yard line, Brian Reeves.
Reeves once again on the carry. They're attacking that right defensive side of that Soddy 4-3 defense, trying to get them outnumbered with the unbalanced line and the power I set. Once again, into the game comes Alls. Gannon leaves the football game, so you figure Alls is going to be a big player in this.
All right, let's see how they line up. They've got Alls at, they've got Alls and Reeves in there at, this is almost a full house backfield here. And they're going to give it to the tailback, Stafford. Stafford's going to get hit and still squirms and somehow got a yard out of that. I don't know how. But Stafford gets a yard down to the 38, where it will bring up 3rd down and about 6 for the Blue Devils.
The pursuit and the tackles came from the backside as Soddy ran around the blocks and got in behind Chris Stafford before he could get started. Lebanon's going to take a timeout.
Hi, I'm Christy Ballard, a football varsity cheerleader at Lebanon High School, and I'm here with Karen Casings from Lebanon Cablevision to present her with this award.
Thank you. On behalf of Lebanon Cablevision, we're proud supporters of Lebanon High School.
Let's go Blue!
Well, that sounds familiar. As we lead SoddyDaisy by 16-0 here in the 3rd period. 1:48 to go in the 3rd. Lebanon leads Soddy 16-0. Stay tuned tonight for the scoreboard show, which comes your way at 10 o'clock tonight.
All right. Lebanon has played a great 3 quarters, and you folks back home can certainly be proud of the Blue Devils tonight, win, lose, or draw from here on out. Pitt with the call, gives off to Big Alls, and Alls is going to jam it over the 35 and inside the 35-yard line, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 2 for the Blue Devils, and they don't have any choice, I don't think, but to go for it here. The clock is running with 1:32 to play in the 3rd period.
And running the clock, that's not a bad play right here. Run the clock down, run the football. If Alls gets it, great. If he doesn't, so what? Go back on defense. You've got a 2-touchdown lead.
All right. 1:16 and the clock ticking. 3rd period, they give it to Alls, and Alls still driving. He's not going to make it, but the ball